You asked, I'm going to deliver. I'm going to give you a play-by-play of this color correction and how I managed to achieve this result for my client. I am so annoyed that I didn't film this entire process. I actually was live when I did this color correction from start to finish. This is a clip that I had saved from my live footage because this service was over a month ago. I cannot access my live footage from TikTok anymore, so it's gone. And I'm really, really sad. I'm sorry that I can't give you any other behind the scenes, but I'm going to give you a verbal tutorial and explain what I'm doing here at the basin on her and what kind of led to the steps before this service. So step one, you're going to mix up 6-Vol and Studio 9 Bonder Inside, and we're going to pre-treat the hair with Metal Detox before we apply anything. And then I did a whole lot of baby lights. I only did a half head of baby lights, and I focused the time that I had on the areas of the head that needed it most. So I wanted to go in between all of those really stripy white blonde highlights and do a baby light with 6-Vol. The reason I'm using 6-Vol is because I'm lightening technically blonde over blonde, like with the condition that her hair is underneath blonde hair. So I need to treat it as such. And so I use 6-Vol low and slow baby lights, not overlapping and not highlighting on anything that is blonde, only what was the blacky kind of color. Then I did a whole lot of foliage underneath I took really big sections and I backcombed all the hair that was broken out of the way, and I made sure that the perimeter of her hair, all of those ends that were really dark, had some balayage on them. So I actually did that with really only about 5 or 6 balayage pieces, but just taking really big sections, backcombing all that breakage away, and bleaching every strand that was left over in her length, in her ends. This overall gave her a huge amount of lightness, which I think is the key to having it feel like a lighter brown caramel all over with the end result. Once I have processed that and I got it to like a level 8, I wasn't trying to get it to a level 9. There already was those really whitey pieces, and I really didn't want to push the hair. So once it was majoritarily a level 8, I took it off, and then I did a signature Brook root shadow. I'm always sectioning out my hairline separately, wanting that to be as bright as possible. It also is the finest, lightens the best. So on the hairline roots, I did 9.13 and Dia Light with 6 volume because I wanted to only deposit, not lift on her roots of her hairline. And then everywhere else, I went in with 7.1 and 6 in to smoke out her roots and make it more browny, but darken down any highlights that are up high and give like a really nice blend. I needed to also put a bit of depth up there just to make it work with everything else that was going on. And then throughout her hair, I wanted to counteract any warmth, but still leave it kind of bright. So I used 802 and 9.13 is what I mixed up for the ends of the hair with 15 volume. The reason being with the 15 volume is to prevent darkness and muddy tones with your toners and how quickly they can grab. With 15-Vol, it leaves them a lot light and vibrancy and more translucent. I think like lipstick versus lip gloss. With blue and violet reflex, I'm able to control and counteract any unwanted warmth, but leaving it really bright and creamy. Hope this helps.